It's go time. It's another thirsty Thursday.
Yep.
And we're doing a summer cuisine. And I'm going to be real. Like, maybe you guys should get a little closer to it and see what we're working with. We got a like charcuterie board. We got some wine, some cheese, some all the stuff and the things. Welcome to our 7th episode.
Time flies when you're having fun.
I can't believe it's our 7th episode. I'm gonna have to scoot it a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm gonna be real. I am interested a little bit in this tzatziki and hummus as well.
Oh,
Glad to
yeah,
hear it.
absolutely. Absolutely. I love that shit.
So this episode is all about food. As you can see before us, food and wine and summertime. It's all of what we are doing. And we have Cassie's husband, Kingston,
Hi.
who is joining us today. He made this lovely bruschetta
Most of
that
the time,
we're about to eat, and we are going to actually talk about that as well. So this is an episode where I'm okay with us eating. Otherwise,
ASMR crunching into the mic. I'll try not to do that, but it might happen.
it might happen. Look at I mean, like, I've got a tan line, so that happened too. So let's be real. It's summertime. Do you want any of this lovely hummus?
Yes. I will take a little bit of hummus and the tzatziki, but
Mm.
yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You guys are gonna have to deal with this today.
Okay.
I normally don't like eating on any type of show, but
It is gonna. I'm eventually gonna just say fuck it and do it. But
if you don't know, now you know. We are a podcast all about Tacoma and the surrounding greater area. And we want to talk to and interview small businesses and musicians and artists, all that stuff. And this to the left, your right, is Cassie, my beautiful and lovely co-pilot.
and we always have the smoldering co-host Amber Slamber.
Amber Slamber, what in the what?
And we have my husband Kingston.
And he made this lovely, like we said, bruschetta.
Yeah.
Oh, I keep.
That's okay.
At least it's a clean surface.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not
In
as
fact,
pretty as
I think I have done craft services for every episode you had.
I think so.
Shout out to that.
Yeah.
So every episode, you've made every single food we've ever had after the episode.
That is true.
So I do definitely find that fitting.
Yeah. That I am the guest for the food episode. That makes sense.
Yeah. And you're our first male guest.
Oh, that's true. He is.
There you go. It's a good thing that you chose me because I'm so manly. All the other guests have got to measure up.
Well, I mean, they're women.
Well, no, I mean like all the other future male guests.
Future male guests,
Future male
beware.
guests beware.
Beware.
You got big shoes to fill.
Okay. I'm agreeing with you. They do.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna just give in for a second. All right, so to I think we're gonna start with 6 degrees, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
6 degrees, eh?
Yeah, eh?
Mhm.
How I Met Kingston.
Huh. So would you like me to tell the story about how we met?
Well, I can start it. It was my
Sure.
32nd birthday party, and I had just gone through a lot of things the year before.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna go into a lot of it because I'm not trying to be like sob story shit. That's not what this is about. But I had a tumor in my appendix and it got taken out and I was fine. And it was scary, but it was fine. And I met someone briefly and it didn't work out. And I broke up with them after a long term relationship. And there was just a lot of stuff to figure out. And there were a lot of switches being flipped in my brain based on a lot of those realizations. Long story short, 32nd birthday party. I had a circle of people over. This
Mhm.
guy showed up first.
Wait, how did we originally meet?
Work. We met at work.
Yeah, we got to
We met at
work.
work.
Mhm.
And then this gal showed up second. And we were all hanging out. And that is how we started meeting. And everybody kind of clicked. And like we knew that it was just going to be a good friend group, if anything. He asked me out 2 months later. But
Yeah, you did.
I did. I did.
So with Kingston, I will say, um, when I first met you, I did not know that you had already talked to Cassie's mom. Because again, you were one of the first ones to show up.
Mm-hmm.
Cassie's mom always cleans the first hour of the scheduled birthdays.
like I'll have it
Just FYI.
significantly cleaned. And then she'll come in and she'll be like,
No, it needs more. It needs more.
you know, she's going to listen to this.
I
And watch
know.
this.
It's okay. She knows if anything, she knows what we're talking about.
Yeah, it's not a criticism.
It's not. Not at all.
But I was, I was the only person who did not think to come fashionably late, and so I showed up on time to the party. And your mom, and it was just you there and your mom, and then all showed up.
A lot of people.
Amber and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Amber
Someone else.
and someone else, other people. Um,
Joey showed up.
Yep, Joey showed up.
Mm-hmm.
Megan showed up.
Megan showed up. That was yeah, it was a good
A few other people showed up too.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of
Lauren showed up. Lauren from Picture Corps showed up.
Yeah, we hung out. It was nice. I got to have a good
Dude,
conversation.
then we probably met and didn't even know it.
Yeah.
You did. No, you actually totally did. That's right. I totally
Oh my
forgot about
God.
that. Yeah,
That's crazy.
it totally is.
That's insane. That's crazy work. But that just means that we did it right.
Yeah.
Because we already knew who we were going to podcast,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. All those people.
That
Those people a
is
decade
true.
later end up on your show. It's kind of fun that way.
It is crazy
It is.
Because I don't think she had petrichor under her belt
Not yet.
No.
10 years ago, you know? So like that's a work.
Yeah. Yep.
Um so pretty much us meeting, that was our first encounter. Now the second encounter,
Was Cassie my first serious date?
their first serious date. Months later, after the birthday, and mind you, their birthdays are like 5 days apart or
Yeah.
some crazy weird shit.
I turned 40 5
Mhm.
days before I 5 days before I went to Cassie's party. If we were to, the timing was such that one could, um it was romantic comedy movie timing. Because I was going through I just turned 40, and I was single and 40, and you kind of, you at that point you kind of are like, well, okay, guess I'm just gonna invest in a whole bunch of model trains, because that's what my future looks like. I mean, no offense to people who, the wonderful gentlemen and the five ladies in the model train community. I mean, they're really quite happy. But
So you questioned your life choices, is what you're saying.
I made peace
Oh, with your life
with my
choices.
life choices,
Got it.
which were not the life choices I would have expected to have made a decade earlier. But just to put it that way, like
Okay.
I'd made peace with certain things, and I'd sort of, made accepted sort of diminished expectations, because sometimes it's just what you got to do. Your choices are, you're either gonna accept diminished expectations, or you're gonna be a bitter old prune your whole life, going, girls don't. At some point you got to just, at some point you just have to go incel or wizard. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to be an incel, so I'm just going to turn into a wizard and become Wizard of Model Trains. And then a third
Okay.
door opened up, and it was a Cassie shaped door.
It was a
And
Cassie shaped door. It's cute.
yes, and not suggestive in the least. Um, and,
Uh,
and so and so what had happened? So do you want to tell the story of our first date?
Here's a story. And this is their first date, and I happened to run into them on their first date,
Yeah,
which is
so
crazy.
yeah, so this was like way back in like early 2017. So certain people who will not be named just became certain important government offices we will not name.
Mm.
Ugh. And and Cassie, who at the time, most of the time, took Ubers to work, because it allowed her to have a flexible schedule and not have to worry about the bus schedule.
Right.
She was on Facebook, and she was like, "Oh, I don't want to." There was like a whole thing about someone from, I think, an Uber executive being on whose corporate advisory board or something, and that people were suggesting that everyone should,
It's
as
okay to call him the rotting pumpkin.
okay, well,
That's
Rotting
what we
pumpkin.
call him.
everyone was suggesting it would be a good idea to get rid of Uber, and and Cassie on Facebook was like saying, I can't do that. I've gotta, I've got to, some people can't drive cars, and their choices are, they can do that, or they can, use public transportation. And I would not like to go to work inside I would rather not take the bus.
Just to
And
clarify, I have nothing against Paris Transit or the bus system. Um, it's perfectly fine. But just based on a certain time things, and also there are some really good people who are part of the system and who are just taking the bus and minding their own business, and then there are some people who don't mind their own business and like to touch and spread the love in ways that they think they're being kind, but it's not being kind. And I just didn't have the bandwidth for it. I needed to get to work and focus on my job. Um, so I know some people will say check your privilege, but that's just to clarify. I have no problem with the bus system. I've spoken it before, and I appreciate many aspects of it. But just for this particular situation, it was not ideal.
Yeah.
Okay. Disclaimer over.
Okay. And so I suggested, hey, since I was driving, since I knew where Cassie lived, and I knew that I would be passing near her house on my way to work, I offered to pick her up, and we could be commuting buddies. And we were for about a month and a half. And then you sent me and we shared music because we were both big music fans. And you shared with me the Flaming Lip song Flight Test. And if you've ever heard the song Flight Test, the theme of the song Flight Test is something like there was this girl and I could have gotten with her, but I was too stupid to notice the signs and was going to be too cool to do so to not do anything, and now it's all over and I'm sad.
It's over.
It's over and I'm sad. So that's sort of the theme, the theme of the song "Flight Test" by the Flaming Lips. And I don't know if you said before you denied that you were sending an overt message, but I think you were kind of sending a covert
Oh,
message. And I took the one listen to that, and I was like, okay, well, it's put up or shut up. You know, and as I said before,
that's awesome.
yeah, and as I said before, I had, sort of gotten, accepted that that I was not, a life of diminished romantic expectations, and I realized that that I really liked Cassie, and I really wanted to see where this went, and I was not going to let my fear of rejection or fear of whatever get in my way. And so I asked her out, and we ended up going to the much lamented closed 1022,
That's right.
and that was where we
Hmm.
had our first date. And 1020
Yep,
and 1022,
where I ran into them at,
yeah.
might I add.
Mm.
They were having a good old time.
We were.
I've not seen Cassie. When I ran into them, she was smiling and just to this day, I literally walked up to the door and I could hear before I even like went in the door or said my usual housekeeping greeting. Um, she was laughing hysterically. Like, and that's what he did for her that first date, and I just knew. I did. I just knew. It was magic. It was magic.
Mhm.
It was beautiful. It's beautiful. On that note, I'm gonna take another bite of this.
All right.
Hmm.
That was lovely.
All right. So that being said, that is how everyone was connected. Um, and shall we move on to our shout outs?
Yes.
And I can start.
Hmm.
I would like to shout out to my neighbor who last Sunday was practicing their accordion. At first, I thought they were just like listening to some Celtic folk music, and then it was like way too sporadic. And I'm like, oh my god, they're practicing, and it sounded they were playing like sea shanties. It was really awesome. I don't know exactly what it was they were playing, but it lasted for like a good like 45 minutes, and I loved every second of it. So
Mm.
if you somehow encounter this neighbor, I am totally shouting out to you. I love it.
Hmm. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm kind of actually gearing up for this. Um, just because my shout out is a little different.
Mm-hmm.
Um, mm, okay. Mm.
Okay.
It's just sometimes it's hard when you have to let somebody go or wish them a heavenly birthday. And
We've lost a lot of people over the past couple years.
Yeah, that's true.
more like 20 years.
That too.
I'm not stopped losing people since I was like 18 years old and before that, but like where it started like super affecting me was when I was like about 20. And this person, it's their birthday today. And last year they lost their lives due to addiction. And it affected my well being, affected every part of me. But I know she wouldn't want me to be sad about this. I know she wouldn't want me to be angry or upset. I'm a little angry. I'm a little upset. I'm a little sad. But I know Kristen well enough to know she led her life the ways that she wanted to lead it. I'm not saying that's good or bad, but that's her. And I love her. I always have, always will. So shout out to my homegirl, Kristen Pasowski. Happy heavenly birthday, boo.
Hmm.
Um, shall we go to upcoming events?
Um,
Let's get out of the sadness.
Kingston,
I mean, she does not ever want us to be sad.
Kingston, did you have any shout outs before we go done?
I mean, like just I don't know, and we did maybe the park, the am I blanking on the name of the park? The the park in Lakewood. What is it called? The
Lake Silicon or
Lake
Fort Silicon?
Fort Steilacoom Park. Yes, I'd like to shout out
Mm,
Fort Steilacoom Park, in particular, the hiking trail around a lake at Fort Steilacoom
mm,
Park. That's a nice, flat, easy to do hike. It's like a little less than a mile.
There's
So
also American Lake.
there's also
mm-hmm,
American Lake.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. But the
mm-hmm,
Fort Steilacoom Park one, you can at the end of a work day, you can drive there and you can do the hike and then you can go home. And it's
mm-hmm.
only about a 40, and it's about 45 minutes, and you can do that in a warm summer and in a you can do that when the sun's still out in the late summer or early fall, and that's you can could hardly ask for more.
No, I actually have to agree with you on that one.
Yeah, yeah. So that's my shout out to the Pierce County Park System and to in general and to the Fort Slocum Park Lake hike in particular.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No.
No, I would definitely have to agree. Um, We have some really good parks around here.
Oh, we do.
So
We're very fortunate.
shout out to that. I mean, um, honestly, Fort Silicon is home to a really good kids playground. It's good to a community who wants to walk around the lake. It's a beautiful property, and um, Pierce College is on the other side of us.
Yeah.
So lots of good actual things that happen with that, I guess, in that sense. um, with that said, one of the upcoming events about a week from Saturday is the Summer Fest is happening here at Fort Silicon Park. And I'm gonna be real. It's exciting. I'm
Yeah.
excited to go and see what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See what vendors are gonna pop up. I'm excited. What are you guys excited for?
We've got Porch Fest coming up.
Yep, this weekend, July 12th through the and the 13th.
Yeah.
Okay, Porch Fest, motherfudges.
We've got quite a few different ones. I know Petrichor is going to be in 25. Oh, shoot, I don't have the exact address on me, but if you go to Petrichor's page on Facebook and stuff, you should be able to find it. I believe it's on
We'll share.
put in
We'll
there. We'll
share.
share. We'll share that. And then on Sunday we have I know Kingfisher and Rye. We've got DJ Melodica playing.
Hmm.
Um, outside there, along with Giant Octopus and
Hmm.
some other bands. So they've got their own kind of little stage outside of the bar. Um, so it's a combination of things for adults and things for the whole family that are right there. And
Shout out.
yeah, absolutely. It will be a really cool event, and I think it starts at about 11:30 noon and goes way on into the afternoon. Um,
Mm.
and John jokes that he'll be cooking and DJing back and forth. So,
Well, hopefully he won't. Hopefully he won't have to. But
but he's a
if he
good cook.
does,
He's a good cook, and he's also a good DJ. So I'm
yeah,
not concerned about that.
definitely.
Yeah.
Um, let me see here. No, I don't know why it switched me. Why did you switch me? Why? Bum, 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 bum. Okay, while I'm switching, no. Okay, here we go. We're looking at live events that are happening, and I'm waiting for mine to load. Ugh. Um, this week, I wish I had my glasses. Besides Porch Fest, um, Wire Tree of Life class is going on um at 5442 South Tacoma Way at 1 p.m. Um, can I just say it's actually weird that you have a cemetery tour? It's just funny.
That's kind of funny.
On South Tacoma Way, 48th and South Tacoma Way, there is a Tacoma cemetery tour, and maybe I just don't know what it's all about, so I'm gonna let that one pass.
We can post the links if you guys have more questions. Or...
Right. We can post links. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm like hating on it. I'm just saying I'm just not fully equipped to answer any of our questions about it. It's just like it says Tacoma Cemetery tour. And so it's like a little whoa. Um, but this coming Sunday at 2 p.m. in the Spirit, contemporary native artists are going to be awarded. That'll be on Pacific Avenue, 1911 is the address. Let me see. La 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 la. Another event, Champagne Sunday, concert in the pasture. And Champagne Sunday, I sent you an email. I hope you come on our show and maybe you partake in our charcuterie board.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Where's an apple? All joking aside, I want to get dressed up with you, Champagne Sunday. I do. I love your faces. And please email me back. But this Sunday they have a concert on in University Place, 5516 53rd Street West, University Place, 9467. Um, it's Champagne Sunday, concert in the pasture, and their love is beautiful. So I think this would like be super romantic. Like take a
Yeah.
blanket, get a little close to your significant other. You know, I don't know. Just just love on each other because for me, knowing who Champagne Sunday is, I'm gonna be real. Their love makes you want to love more. It's like harder love. Like you're like, I love you.
That's true.
That's how I feel about you and Kingston.
Well, that's
For real.
very sweet.
I mean, you love each other so hardcore. You don't even know. Um, that's all I'm gonna say. Like all our events after that are like okay. Um,
My brother is playing on CBEC on Saturday.
right. Oh, in Seabeck.
Luther and Sarah. Luther and his fiancee Sarah.
Luther and Sarah.
Yes.
Yes.
What time?
I don't know, like at 8, I think.
Yeah.
And it's in CBEC
At
and
Barbie's Cafe in
Mm.
Seabeck, Washington. So you got to go across the Narrows and like go through all the little towns, and then you get to Seabeck after like Port Orchard
yeah,
and Bremerton
and Silverdale, and then
and
you have to take
Silverdale.
a hard left towards the towards the canal.
Yeah.
And you have to
I really thought they were like over the bridge across Purdy.
no, CBEC's up.
It's further down.
So like
Further
CBEC,
along.
Okay,
it's yeah,
okay.
so like you
I
could
mean, you guys go out that way more than I do, so
yeah, I mean like you can technically figure out a way to get from that like you could technically like drive all the way to Belfair and take back roads between Seebeck and Belfair, but it's
mhm.
I've done it before, but it is not easy. So it's like
Okay.
it's a very circuitous
Fair.
route, and if you don't, it's a very circuitous route, and I don't recommend it without like a mapping tool or that whatever. So there's like a
Ooh.
yeah, there's like
It's not horrible. My mom and stepdad got married there.
No, no, like
Oh,
Seebeck.
okay.
Seebeck's lovely. I just mean that, like, trying to get
It's not as,
Seebeck's lovely. It's
it's
just like,
further than I thought.
yeah, and the straightest route to get there is to drive to Silverdale and then
Okay.
take and then take and then there's like you at take a left at Silverdale and then you drive towards the thing and then that's where you get it. To try to get it
I
there.
feel what you're saying. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, to get it there any other way is
It's probably longer than you want to
yes.
go.
If you get lost, call us.
Yeah. It's
Call Kingston. Okay, so I just put together a white sharp cheddar, strawberry, beef, summer sausage,
Oh my goodness.
apple, and tzatziki on top.
Oh,
I ain't
okay.
mad at it. Okay, I lost half of it.
Well, whoopsies.
Mhm. It's so good.
Okay, so oh yeah, that's right. So Luther and Sarah at Barbie's Cafe, Seaback.
mm-hmm.
What day?
Saturday.
Okay, what time?
I think it's 8. I'm not 100% sure. My phone is upstairs, so I can't check.
Yeah.
Mm.
So that's happening. Oh, yeah.
We'll share the event.
We'll share it. It's really quite sweet. So yeah.
Yeah, we'll definitely share that. I'm gonna be real. I don't normally like to eat on
I'm just gonna
camera,
voraciously munch on this carrot right
but
now.
I'm gonna be
I'm
real.
kidding.
It's been okay.
Yeah.
It's been okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure I still don't like myself eating on camera, but
Yeah, well,
Oh no, here it comes.
beef,
Uh-oh.
beef, apple
Uh-oh.
is good together.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes, Carlo. No, it's true. Okay. Moving on because we'll talk more about our upcoming events later. Oh. Cha-ching, nang, nang.
That
It was
tzatziki
just
sauce
it
was
was
good.
just a wine clink, you know.
Tzatziki sauce was good. I dipped a carrot in it.
It was decent. I would have liked a little bit more.
Spice.
Yes.
Zest.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Um, but it is what it is, considering it's from. You're gonna mention that local place right next to our house. So this we say we're businesses all the time. And if you have to turn us up, it's because you believe in what we say. For real, for real. it's also because my microphone and Cassie's microphone is not too far away, so whispering.
They're gonna fire us in a minute.
I guess to make a moment. Okay, I've got a broccoli and a beef sausage.
Oh, that's a unique one.
probably will work.
Mm-hmm. 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 Yep. Um, our next segment is community heroes, actually. And that involves you, Kingston.
What? What? Can't believe this. What? It's an honor just to be nominated.
First off, you're the first community hero that actually is first on the show.
Yay.
Second off, you're the first male on our show.
Yay.
Third off, you're also the third part, like you're not like you're the first partner on our show
Yay.
and male.
Well, yeah. At first, yeah. I'm the first.
First, you're a first of lots.
I'm many first.
The many of first.
Yeah.
You were there when we first started our podcast. So why wouldn't we name you a community hero? Because it's like you supported us. You wanted us to make it happen,
Yeah.
but you weren't there to be like, how dare you if you don't? You know, like you really supported us in a way that let us bloom on our own time.
Yeah, well, of course.
And you made this beautiful bruschetta
Yeah.
in front of me.
What would you like with our? Would you like me to tell you how I made that lovely?
Yes,
Yeah.
I would love to tell
Alright,
me how you made it.
So we thought originally we might do a cooking segment, but like it would, I didn't want, to make you
Let me
guys
take a break.
watch as I peeled, 8 tomatoes. That's insane. So here's how
You
you
didn't
make.
want us to like really have to go through the painstaking process.
No, because that's not a very it's not very cinematic to watch. I mean, like they don't have that on the bear. The bear doesn't have, the bear can sometimes be,
Production wise, no.
yeah, it can be a language, can be a show that makes interesting, like avant-garde things, but it's not so avant-garde as to make you watch a man peel tomatoes for 8 hours. Um, so here's how you make bruschetta. You take eight, you take 8 Roma tomatoes. You boil a stock pot full with like 2 quarts of water. While you're waiting for the stock pot to boil, you take the Roma tomatoes and you cut little crosses on the tops. And you do that so that it's easier to peel later because you're going to be peeling the tomatoes. Once the water boils, you throw the tomatoes in the pot of water and you let it boil for exactly 1 minute, not more, because otherwise they'll get soupy. Once it's a minute, you throw them. You take them out of the water. You spray them down till they're cold, and then you peel the tomatoes. Peeling tomatoes, so you blanch the tomatoes and then you peel the tomatoes. Peeling tomatoes is gross. There's just no getting around it. It makes your hands all messy and icky.
It does. It's not that bad though.
It's not that bad.
I've totally blanched tomatoes before. It's actually kind of fun.
It is kind of fun. It's not, but I just like, I personally, there are many other parts of cooking that I personally prefer bet more. Once you blanch the tomatoes and you peel the tomatoes, you seed the tomatoes. So you get a little scoop, like a spoon, and you scoop out all the seed. And then you chop up the tomatoes into tiny little things like this. Then you combine it with 2 pieces of two garlic. What is it called? um, those little tiny things of garlic. They're not called a whole, like not a head. What?
Cloves.
A clove. You take 2 cloves of garlic. You mince 2 cloves of garlic. You throw that in there. You take a tablespoon of olive oil. You throw that in there. You take a teaspoon of balsamic vinegar. You throw that in there. You take like half a cup of fresh basil. You chop up the basil and you throw that in there. You stir it around. You let it sit for 10 minutes. You put some salt and pepper on there for about cut like a teaspoon of salt, a half teaspoon of pepper, and then you let it sit there for about 10 minutes to allow the salt to soak into the tomatoes. Once the salt is soaked into the tomatoes, you serve it on bread. The thing that I do with this bread is I cook it at 450 degrees for 6 minutes. I chopped it up into little tiny pieces, and then I poured some olive oil on top. And so that is how
It's
you make.
really nice.
Yes,
It's
it's
not too soft. It's not too crunchy.
it's perfect. And that is how you make bruschetta. And uh, and thank you, by the way, Amber, for making the charcuterie board. It's lovely
It really
looking.
is.
Thank you. I'm enjoying myself on it.
Yeah,
And I'm making a little bruschetta
sandwiches.
meat combo here.
All right.
Little basil. Oh, I need it, y'all. Okay, I'll take this piece. Put it on. Put it on top.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for listening to me explain how to make bruschetta.
No, I love that though.
Yeah.
Because again, you've been cooking for us, and not only for us, for our guests.
Hmm.
And every meal that we've ever had, regardless of our guest stay or not, has been amazing. So
Thank you for saying this. Thank you. Hmm.
one of these days, I want you and Lou to collaborate.
Well, that would be
Oh, that'd
fun.
be fun.
What would be fun is that I could show him how to make the I've got a buffalo chick a shredded buffalo chicken salad sandwich.
That'd be
Mm.
good. And then what is his specialty? Like what could you exchange?
Mm. Oh my god. Um, with that, I honestly think you guys could come up with a because he does this buffalo chicken queso
Oh,
No.
so you could like work on like
type of dip that you dip with the bread
yeah.
or the crackers.
Oh,
I could feel like you guys could collaborate on that.
that would work. That would work. I can make that work.
Hmm.
Ah, yeah, the buffalo chicken.
There you go. All right. So let's see. As
Music.
far as kind of heading into our last segment, we're talking about just music that people have been into lately.
Hmm.
What's everyone been listening to?
I've been listening to a vast array of everything. Um, Baz. I'll always listen to FKJ. If you don't know, you should know. That man is genius. Um, mm, I love YouTube music because it kind of puts you in the moment. It also no ads,
Mm-hmm.
but also you type you type in something and you get it.
Okay.
So before I started listening to FKJ or like discovered FKJ,
Right.
I literally typed in vibe, chill hop, jazz, instrumental music. And the next thing you know, here is FKJ. He is in a museum in an artist museum in France, and all his whole audience is sitting down. First off, no one's on their phones, no one's talking to each other. They all have headphones on, and they're just listening through listening to FKJ and how he layers his music and his instruments, and it was real time, and it was mindful, and it was beautiful, and I loved it.
That's really cool.
And that's how I discovered FKJ.
Yeah.
I love that man. Yeah.
Oh, let's see. So I could go like all over the place. I love this. Um, so I would say, even though it's not something I would normally listen to, there's this song that kind of keeps me invigorated at when I'm working. Or a couple, there's a few of them, but it's kind of a ridiculous song and it's a little bit like just kind of silly, but it's called the song is called Bang Bang Bang,
I think
and
I know what that song is.
it's by a band called Fake Shark.
Hey, what?
Fake Shark.
Okay. Okay.
They're from Vancouver, BC, and they're kind of ridiculous and silly. They've got some newer stuff out too, but I think that song stands out. Um, and it's just like kind of stonery, like kind of, but also just kind of keeps you going. So I really like that song.
Hmm.
I
I
also
love that.
yeah, exactly. And then let's see here, have also oh, I've been listening to some kind of 80s type stuff. We watched the most recent season of The Bear a little while back, and
Okay.
we're enjoying a lot of that music. And I really like the band Talk Talk from the 80s. I just
Oh,
kind of like their
yeah.
deal. Like it's kind of chill. And you could associate it with some of it with like kind of like obnoxiously soft rock, but like not quite. It's still new wavy and it's still kind of dark and gothy at the same time. And if you know me, I kind of like that kind of dark gothy type thing.
Hmm.
And they kind of just take it and combine all of it and sing a lot of really cool songs about life and just like expressing a lot of genuine feelings. So I really like that. Uh, and then let's see, what else are we talking about lately? Oh, 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 who was that by? Oh, um, I won't tell. I mean, well, no, it's actually kind of funny. Um, I listen to some. I mean, I like kind of more old school hip hop. I don't have. I mean, I like also kind of newer like alternative hip hop, but kind of like the mainstream stuff that they play. That's kind of um that where they kind of just drive as many syllables into one little beat as possible. I don't have anything against it, but I just don't. I'm not as apt to listen to that production as much.
I agree.
It sounds
I'm going to be real.
yeah,
That's what we call bubblegum rap.
yeah, yeah. Um, when we were listening to the soundtrack and then like the songs that were like kind of linked to the soundtrack, like oh, if you like this song, then blah blah. Annie Up came on by MOP,
Okay.
and what I'll say is I was like, wait, who is this? I was like trying to figure it out, and right when I asked who it was, like there was a certain part of the song where he made a remark, and I won't like repeat what it was. It wasn't hostile, but it was a certain type of phrasing and just the
Mhm.
timing of what he said versus when I was asking who it was hilarious.
It was.
I'm like, fair enough. Anyways, it's by MOP. The song is called Anti Up and or Annie Up. It's quite fun and I like it.
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out.
It's
I'm
cool.
definitely going to have to check that out.
It's your classic mid '90s.
Pump up.
Yeah, sort of like like it's in the same, like it sounds a lot like like it's just sort of like mid '90s Dirty South sort of stuff. So it's like
Hmm.
very hard charging, and
Hmm.
it's a it's a pump up, go out and like you know lift a bunch of weights kind of music, and so it's fun stuff. So fun stuff,
I
fun
feel
stuff.
you.
It's purpose built for the thing. What I would like to call out, just to completely change gears. I would like to call to the music I've been listening to lately. I've been listening to the Lucksmiths, which are a Australian indie pop band that from that started off in like the late '90s, and they had a like about a 10-year period from like 1998 or so, 1995 to 98 or so to 2008, and they put out a bunch of albums, and sound like they sound an awful lot like Bell and Sebastian, um, or similarly sort of like super twee, sad little songs about
Mm,
boys who don't get the girl, or you know like like I don't know,
emo.
emo. Well, no, like we're like emo.
Emo before emo.
Well, no, it's like emo. So
Let's
like
be
the
real.
difference is that like
Before emo.
like so
It's like 1960s like bubblegum pop.
yes,
Softer. Like
yes,
like
yes,
folk pop.
yes,
Oh, okay, okay,
yeah.
okay.
It's like, but
All
it's
right,
so
all
it's like
right.
indie pop is 1960s bubblegum pop played using punk rock instruments. So it's like very sort of like lo-fi production, sort of like, could be played in your basement, but it's all like sort of fa 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 songs about
La 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 la.
yeah, sort of stuff about
Yeah.
girls named Susan, about meeting them in the field and giving them a kiss on the cheek or something like that. It's but it's
That's
but
the desire.
yes,
Not
but
saying that's what happened, y'all.
yes, but that's
Don't listen to me.
but that's like
Don't look at me.
like
Don't look at me when I do this.
Comment in the comment section. What does everybody think of the new Franz Ferdinand?
We'll
Any-
talk about that.
Okay, sorry.
anyway.
Ah!
So like I've been listening to
Comments
a
down
lot.
below.
So I got to hanging out with my
Oh,
daughter a
that's
couple of
my
weeks
bad.
ago, and she's sort of having a we got to talk about popular music. As you might know, my daughter is gay, and and I asked her some questions about music she liked, and I asked what her opinion about Chapel Rowan was, and she was like, you know what? I'm glad it's there for the people. She's there for the people that she's there for, but
It's not for her.
not for me. Like I'm not really like a
Okay.
pop person, and
But
she's
she
like,
supports it,
yeah,
which
well,
is good. Like
yeah.
not a lot of people will say that.
Yeah, she was simple. She said, she's like, I mean, she's glad that it's there for the people that she's there for, but like, as a, as a gay person in Seattle in our current
Mhm.
time, she doesn't. The stories
It's
about.
not something that she relates to.
Well, yeah, like fraught coming out stories aren't really she can't really relate to them because she's never not been in a very supportive environment, at least with regards to her sexuality. And so, what she said that the stuff that she really has been enjoying lately has been stuff like Death Cab for Cutie and other sort of like
Stop it.
yeah, and other like sad sort of
Death
stuff,
Cab for Cuties,
Death
baby.
Cab and other sorts of
Shout out
like,
to get Death Cab for Cuties,
yeah,
though, for
and
real.
and other
They're from Beaverton.
yeah,
Yeah,
they're from
they're for real.
yeah.
Yeah.
I actually like used to
Oh,
lived in
I
Kitsap.
dropped dish.
When I lived in Kitsap, I knew somebody who went to high school with Ben Gibbons. Um, the yeah, and what she said is that they're the music that what she really has been appreciating mostly now is like sad songs about like mopey boys, and like she sort of, as she said, she's like a mopey boy but it was a girl, and I thought to myself, the best mopey boy music that I knew at the time was the Lucksmiths, and so I shared a little Lucksmith song with her, and she liked it. And it's rare that you get an opportunity as an adult to share with a teenage kid to share something that you like and have them go, "Hey, that was pretty good." It made me feel like not a giant dork for 10 seconds.
I love that though.
Yeah,
It not only that, but like you're sharing your history.
yeah,
It's your history. Like you discovered Death Cab for Cutie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying you yourself,
Right.
but on your own, you didn't have anyone to tell you about them. You just discovered them, right?
Well, I mean, I know. I mean, like, I actually was really late on the Death Cab train, even though I lived in
Oh,
Bellingham. I
okay.
lived in Bellingham
Okay.
at the time that they were just starting out, and they never went to a show. They would show up on marquees, and you were like, "Oh, that's a dumb name." And
Stop it.
I totally missed out when I was in college on be. I could have been an early person who was there on the
I
ground
love
floor,
them.
and
I
Yeah.
absolutely love them. I went to one of their earlier shows when they first started out, and it was only because I snuck out and went. It was at my friend's house, but things happen and we do what we do.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, I could have seen.
um, yeah, we didn't get caught.
Well, that's good.
Nobody. It was crazy because we really did think we were gonna get caught. But neither one of us got caught, and it was one of those where uh, we were going to stay late
Hmm.
at a friend's house, but we'd be back early enough that I know it's the mosquitoes,
We
booze.
normally don't even have mosquito issues over here, but tonight they're kind of jackasses.
But anyway,
Okay.
needless to say, I snuck out, was talking to my friend, and we actually got to see that shit. So
Nice.
that was
Alright.
cool. And shout out to that.
All right.
Shout out to that moment. Yeah, baby. Um, yeah, I guess I want to share my music with everyone, but in a different sense. Um, at a young age, I got to explore a lot of different genres of music because my parents told me that not everybody's music is going to be your taste. So you consume as much music as you can
Yeah.
is what I learned. And of course I loved rhythm and blues.
Mhm.
I love that. And I mean, I love the rock and roll. I loved all of the Beatles and the Deep Purple and the Jimi Hendrix and the Janis and Tina Turner and all that. Okay. Like, and my taste goes beyond them as well. Like, I've got so much music. I almost want to be like on my own music genre YouTube with that shit. Uh, however, I digress. My thing with all that is that nobody told me what I had to like.
Yeah.
Nobody told me that going beyond the R&B and listening to Tupac and listening to Nirvana and all those different different genres, tag team, back
Right.
again, wreck it, like it, back again, party on, people, let's make some noise.
Mm.
But anyway, that's what I grew up on, was like listening to different genres of music. And so I think that was good for me.
Yeah.
And in my years, I guess, of living.
Yeah.
And we're always awkward, okay? We're just gonna be awkward, okay?
Always.
I don't care how we live. We're gonna be awkward bitches. I'm just gonna like cover my ear with my eyes. But anyway, that was weird. It was a joke. I mean, if you can't handle that, then we ain't cool. Crickets.
Right? Radio silence.
Yeah.
That's okay. No, it's all good.
Just kidding. What this was meant for. I meant that. I meant that for you guys to show the crickets. But I just want to say thank you, Kingston,
Oh, you're welcome.
for making this lovely dish. I love the freshness of the basil and the way that it was given some love and affection. And
Yes.
it was just very, very nice and
Mhm.
refreshing. The bread was perfect.
Thank you.
When you have good bread and it's perfect, you know, because it's that crunch bite.
Right?
Mm.
It's the crunch bite.
Mm.
It's like, oh, I think that's it. Unless you guys have anything.
Nope. On socials, I am Cassmeister85 on Instagram and Cassie85 on Blue Sky. If anyone else wants to share theirs.
I'm good. I think I'm just gonna do my Insta Amber Cruise CREWS 965. And that's about it for me. What about you, Kingston?
I try my very hardest to stay off social media.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. Thank you for being on our social media.
Well,
Yeah.
you're welcome. You're very welcome.
Without you, we wouldn't have such wonderful food put before us every
Oh,
day.
yeah.
That is
Like
like,
you do make some really good food. So
Yeah.
shout out that you made some really good bruschetta. I want you guys to look at it. Look at it.
ooh.
Look at it. Look at it.
Hmm.
I'm gonna take this whole bite. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
We'll
Maybe
start
I'm not.
munching when we're off the
No.
phone.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
Have a good night. We are done with y'all.
Cast day.
Toodaloo.